Going live today with Victoria to announce something very, very special. All right, so I'll give y'all a second to join. Hey Jasmine. Hey Melinda. Hey. Thanks for joining, y'all. Hey, y'all. All right, I'll just give it another second. Let people join. How is your Friday? Hopefully good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add in. Hey, Kim. Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Good on a Friday.
So fun.
Yes. Yes, CGIF. It's been a long but good week, but long.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys have any fun plans for the weekend?
Not really. At least I don't. Just kind of chilling around the house. I have a Zumba class at the park today, so later we'll do that. But other than that, just hopefully some relaxation time. What about you?
Well, we were supposed to get a pool put in this weekend, but they said the grass is too wet to work right now, so we'll see. Maybe they can get started tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll happen when it happens.
Right. Okay. So I think you're ready. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Hi, friends. Thank you so much, everyone who is joining us today to support Victoria. We have a super fun announcement. So basically, drum roll. Victoria has decided to start an Arvon business alongside everything else amazing that she already does. But I want you to stick around and hear just why it's important to her. I think in a time where we're really learning about how connection is so important more and more, sometimes the most special thing we can do for someone is just to be still and listen to their heart, their hopes and their dreams. So for those of you that are on and taking the time to do that today and support her, we are both so grateful for you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world, just somebody's time. I mean, it's free and it's so meaningful. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with a quick little icebreaker. So if there was one thing you couldn't live without, what would it be?
Yes. Okay, so y'all comment if you like. For me, definitely my family and my friends, because those relationships are very near and dear. I don't let that many people in that close. So when I do, obviously you really, really mean a lot to me. So obviously the people that are tuning in, thank you all for tuning in. But family and friends, definitely, I could not live that for sure.
Irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first we're going to address a little elephant in the room. If you've known Victoria for a while, she's actually been a part of another company before, and so she was a little nervous to share the news. So will you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I was nervous to even talk about Arvon or even get involved, because in the past, as y'all know, most of y'all probably know, I used to be a running and fields consultant. Great product, great company, but it just was not a good fit for me. And I think that my approach and the way that I was taught to approach, telling people about the company might have been a little off-putting. So my approach with Arvon is totally different. like I'm in a totally different place in my life now anyways. But yeah, that is the huge elephant that now has been addressed and can now exit.
And I am totally with her on that. I have been with Arbonne for 7 years. Love everything about it. But I think we all know that sometimes things like this get a negative rap because some of the approaches that are taken. And I know that I have been guilty of sending a weird message, and it's horrifying. Like, I wish I could undo all of that, but I can't.
Right.
So I think the best thing we can do is say that we have both learned from that. And I think it's like anything, what I think is so important for us to realize, and just giving people second chances, is it's like whether you're going to school and getting a degree, like we're all in the process of learning, and being able to learn from our mistakes and turn around and say, you know what, that didn't work. I am so sorry. I know better now, and I promise I'm not going to be weird again.
Right.
Like, those days are behind me. So yeah, let's see. Oh, how did you become interested in Arbonne?
Yes. So I started so if you don't know, I have an event planning company called Victoria State International Events. I'm also a licensed Zumba instructor and now Arbonne consultant. But I initially heard about Arbonne there was a lady that I was hosting an event at her house. We were doing like a pop-up for some breast cancer survivors. She was a consultant. And then there was another person that approached me, but it just was like too much, I think, at once. So I wasn't really interested when I initially heard. When Victoria sent me a message, actually on Instagram, I was really open to trying the products. And I feel that, I don't know, like you mentioned, like you make mistakes along the line, you know. There's good approaches and sometimes there's bad, and different things work with different people. And a lot of times it can be a timing thing as well. So when she initially messaged me about trying some of the products and sent them to me and I tried them, I was just in awe, honestly. I loved everything that I tried. So, yeah, that's how I initially heard about it, and more recently got interested because I feel like it's just a great add-on for what I already do. You know, I take supplements, and nutrition is really important. As I'm sure people that are watching that know me, they know that's something that I always talk about. But yeah, that's how I initially got interested, and went full circle.
Yeah, I love that. I think for me, it was seeing firsthand. My first exposure was just working for someone who was already super successful in the business, and seeing how what she did for work was literally connecting people, like being a bystander to that, and like a fly on the wall as you watch people and be like, you get paid to do that, and you're home with your kids. Like, it was pretty like, wow. So that was me just seeing like, oh my gosh, I can travel and do missions and have enough money to really give back, where I feel led to give back, and all of that stuff was like, okay, sign me up. So what is Arbonne helping you achieve? Like, what are some goals you have that Arbonne can help you with?
Yeah, so I have fitness goals, financial goals. I'm married to a financial advisor even. So, I have those types of goals. But I think it's just going to help me be more rounded as a person. It's funny, we met at ORU, and one of the things that I kind of always remind myself of is at ORU, they talk about the whole person, so mind, body, and spirit, and how all of those things are interconnected. And I think it's really awesome to be a part of a company that understands that as well. But I think that Arbonne is going to help me achieve my ultimate plans with life, getting to where I want to be financially, also being able to help so many people. And that's the main thing. I want to have something that's tangible that I can give to someone else as a gift, rather it be the business or rather it be the product. There's so many different ways that you can benefit from it. So why not?
Yeah, I love that. I think just even like being on this, like for me, I don't think I could have done this like 5 years ago. And so sometimes it's something as simple as like, oh my gosh, wow, like being a part of like this has helped me grow, or even just the connections that you get to make. I reconnected with another girl from ORU, and she actually didn't join me. I inspired her to join another company. Thing. I know you're probably like, oh my gosh. What's funny about that though was the growth that I have seen, and like what being a part of this company has helped me realize is that it's so important to still cheer people on, whether it benefits you or not.
Mm-hmm.
And so that alone, I'm like, I'm sorry, but the mentors in this company and just everything, that is a big part of what it helped me achieve. Just that personal growth of being like, okay, that doesn't benefit me at all, but I'm so happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
And like something that I said inspired you, and you know, the way that I did things like inspired you to go find what you felt fits you. Like, I'm sorry, that's priceless. And so I think finding something you can partner with to make you to where you're like, I can make an income and an impact. And when I think when those things are tied together, you'll do it whether or not you get a paycheck. So, what were some of your hesitations?
The obvious of having Armand, like I guess sometimes the negative connotation of the business structure, which in all reality, it's the same as business in general. You know, like my husband's a financial advisor and his manager makes a percentage of his percentages that he makes, you know, so it's the same thing. It's the same type of setup. So that, and then just time. I mentioned I do a lot of stuff. I teach classes virtually and in person. I have a booming event and destination business. So doing all that and to then add something else, I'm like, I don't know, do I really have the time for this? So I honestly had to pray about it, talk to my husband about it, and maybe even some family members and see what they thought. But why not? It's an easy add-on, and I don't want to put pressure on people. And that's the main thing. There's no pressure. There's just hope, you know, really, and just overcoming that fear of what are people going to think? That was another thing. What are people going to think? Oh, you did too much. No, it's just a great, I mean, and we're real estate investors. We just started buying homes. So, you know, when you want to get to a certain level financially, those people that are already there, they diversify and they have multiple streams of income, of passive income that you're not working for. So it's great to be able to work and then build it up and help other people. And yeah, just had to get past all of that.
Yeah, I totally get that. Time was an issue, but then when I looked at it, because I work evenings, and so I used to work 5 and 6 evenings a night, and I wouldn't be able to tuck my kids in. And that was just, I think when something bothers you, like, you know, you have to do something to change it. And so for me, that wasn't something that I wanted to keep doing. And, it's like when you can build something to where like, okay, yeah, I'm starting from scratch, but I actually started a bookkeeping business, and there was never going to be any freedom in a bookkeeping business because it's like the more clients I get, the more I'm attached to my computer. And so what's nice about the way this company works is you actually get to leverage your time the more successful you become. And so, I think that's what's so special about it, because time is an asset and it's one we can never get back, and the time is going to pass anyway. So
I totally agree. And just to piggyback on that, that's a little bit of a concern of mine as well, because I don't have kids yet. We don't have children yet. But in the events industry, you know, I'm always there for my clients. I'm available. I do have business hours that I try my hardest to stick to. But the more I get into that, the more demanding it becomes, you know. So I think it's nice to be able to have something that, like you said, the more successful you become in it, the less, you know, you have to be as hands-on. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. What is your like specific mission? I know you're just getting started. And so for me, it took me a while to really like hone in on what I felt like I was specifically called to do, because I truly believe that this company is as a gift from God in my life, and it's something I've been called to do, and it's a tool that I can use to So in your case, like, how do you feel like it lines up with your mission?
Yes. So it's funny. Yesterday at church, we have like on Thursday nights, like a women's prayer meeting. And I went and I was praying, and then this came to my mind. So I started praying about just being involved with Arbonne and like, God, what do you want me to do with this? And, you know, it's like I started to tear up because I started to think about, you know, how far I've come in my fitness journey and how this is just a journey. You know, it's always continuing. You know, you're never going to get to that point where, you know, you've made it. That's it. You know, it's always a journey. It's continuous. And how I really believe that I could help impact other people's lives, like financially, spiritually, physically, mentally, and how the business can help them as well. So My goal is just to help really as many people as I can. I'm a go-getter. I'm a dream chaser. So obviously I want to get to the top. I would love to reach the MVP level one day and be able to help so many people and help people, that look just like us too. Help so many women and, mothers, future mothers, business women, and, just people, minorities as well, so I just really have a heart for that. So just want to help as many people as I can. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with that. And I love that. I think for me, it took me a while to really identify like, what is my specific mission? And so for me, it's just helping families create healthy legacies. And I think a big part of that is overcoming certain mindsets that just hold us back. And so, yeah, I mean, this all ties in. So obviously we could talk about this all day and night, but we do want to move on a little bit just to let y'all in to a few things about the company that really do set us apart. So obviously, like if you decided to join Victoria in some capacity, you are really joining her. But we do want to just give you some details into the company that she has chosen to partner with. So Arbonne is actually 40 years old, which is amazing. Our 40th birthday was this year, and we're considered a legacy company in the profession, which is a really big deal. We're also a certified B Corporation. If you don't know what that is, I highly consider or recommend that you look into that a little bit further because it's a really big deal. And we're in the top 25 largest. It basically means that we balance people, the planet, and profit, but we also always put the people and the planet over profit every single time in everything that we do. And we've always been eco-friendly and cared about the environment way before it was cool. In 1980, I don't think anybody was like thinking about it. So before it was like a profitable buzzword, we were doing it. And I think that speaks a lot to the integrity of the company and our founder's vision. Peter Mork, he just really wanted to create an opportunity for people to make an income by sharing what they love. And when I say that, I don't necessarily mean like nutrition products. I really truly mean that when you partner with this company, like it is my passion and Victoria's passion to help you identify what you're specifically called to speak on, because we all have a unique voice and there is room for everybody, and like what's on your heart needs to be shared. I think it's important that we don't stay silent or we feel like, there's already so many people talking about such and such, or that our voice isn't valuable, because it really, really is. That's why we're here. Yeah. And so we just believe in taking a holistic approach to overall health and well-being. We've actually trademarked, like Victoria talked about, the mind, body, and skin. And we know that stress impacts health, and 70 to 80% of our immune system is in our gut, and up to 95% of serotonin, which is our happy hormone, is in our digestive tract. And our skin is just an overall reflection of our health. So the connection really is so real. And I love that we tie that all together, because I think a lot of times we think that if we address one area, it's going to fix everything, but we really have to address all of them. And sometimes it really just starts between our ears and what we're saying to ourselves. So, yeah, so a couple other notable things I want to mention really quickly, because I know we're getting into our time, but we are plant-based and vegan, and we ban more ingredients in the production of our products than any other company worldwide. So the European Union bans a little over 1,400. The United States keeps it under 12. Harmful chemicals is what we're talking about. And then Arbonne bans over 2,000. So we don't do soy, whey, dairy, artificial sweeteners, colors, and fragrances. And when I talk about creating healthy legacies, this company taught me how to read food labels and read what's in my personal care products and truly understand like how to be healthy from the inside out. And to me, I don't think you can put a price tag on that, because now I've learned things that I pass on to my children every single day that they can pass on to their children. And that is literally priceless. I could talk about it all day. So we do have our program called the 30 Days to Healthy Living, which Victoria is starting. Do you want to share a little bit about what you love and what you're excited about that?
Yes. So to go back to the products, I cannot do soy. I cannot do almonds, walnuts, avocado, kind of random. But a lot of people have those food allergies also. So Arbonne does not have that stuff in their food, which is awesome in their nutrition product. So, and also I want to mention when Victoria first sent me a sample of the protein, which is also vegan, I was hesitant to even try it because every vegan protein that I've tried does not taste good, in my opinion, at least the ones that I have tried. But this one actually tastes really good, and I didn't even add anything to it. I put oat milk, I think 9 ounces per serving, which is 2 scoops, or the packet, and it tastes great, just plain like that. So that's what initially sparked even more interest to being involved. So yes, I am starting the 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond on Monday, I believe. So if you would like to join me for accountability, just to try them out, that would be great. Another great thing about Arbonne is that everything's 45-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like the products, then you can send them back. Or if you have any complications or whatever, you can send them back. So that's awesome, for a company to back their product up that well. So let me know if you want to be a part of that. I have a Facebook group. It's linked in my bio. It's called the FITLADY Zumba Squad. And you can join me there. And I'm going to share a little bit more about it, share more about the products. Also have some plans to share some meal prepping. I started a group back when I was at Humana that kind of blew up, and it was about meal prepping. And I just started it when I started my health journey, when I was actually trying to lose some weight from love gain, from when I got married. So I started it there, and it just was very helpful for people. So I'm going to be doing more of that in my group. But I would love for you to join me. So please let me know, send me a DM or message me. Or, if you have my number, feel free to shoot me a text, and I would love to talk to you more about that.
Yes, I will say the best way I can describe the 30 Days to Healthy Living is, this is actually what Dr. Tanda Cook says. She's a naturopathic doctor. If you want to look her up, feel free to do so. She really explains our program very well. But what she says is that the 30 Days of Healthy Living helps wake you up to what is specifically serving your body. Because we know that there is no specific diet. There's no specific way of eating that is right for everybody, because we're all unique and we recognize that. Like I said, you can't eat avocado or almonds. So for me, it helped me realize a few foods that were serving me so poorly, and they were the ones that I craved the most. And so I have overcome those cravings. One of them, big one, being ice cream. I saw Klondike bars in the freezer this morning that my husband bought, which I was like, really? But I'm telling you, when I talk about craving, I'm talking about it used to consume my mind. I'd be like, just like overcoming that has been really powerful for me. So if you are interested, we would love to share more with that. And then the last thing we'll just touch on really quickly is the way that we work this business is just by social selling. Spammy and pushy is no more, we promise. If other people are doing it, that is not how we it's not how we do this. So you really can earn free or reduced products or just an additional income stream, which I have been really thankful through everything that's been going on. And so our company really is just growing. Like, we grew 30% over the last 2 months when everything hit the fan. So if anything that we said intrigued you, please let Victoria know. We'll be reaching out just to get your feedback. So be looking out for that. She's just getting started, so she would love to hear what you thought. And then if you are interested we actually are doing a fun giveaway perk, but we can't share what it is. So when she messages you, she will tell you how you can get entered into that. And I mean, you want to be entered in our fun giveaway, I promise. So yeah, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, just to piggyback off what she said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. If you want to know the details, of course, feel free to reach out to me, whether you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay. But I will be reaching out just to get some feedback on what you all thought, and if you have any questions about anything. And I'm just really excited. I'm glad that the news is out. The cat's out the bag. I got my box of products, and I'm, as you all probably know, I have a YouTube channel, so I'm planning to do a review of the products and of the 30 days, the whole process and everything as well. So be looking out for that.
Thank you so much for your time. This was so fun.
Yes, very fun. All right. Well, thank you all for watching and supporting. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm really excited. So let's just do this. Happy Friday, y'all.
Hey.
All right. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.